Alliance. An alliance is a group of people who work together.
The junior executives formed an alliance with each other.
Applause. Applause is the noise made when people clap hands to show approval.
At the end of his speech, everyone gave applause.
Armed. If you are armed, you are carrying a weapon.
The robber was armed with a gun.
Authoritative. If something is authoritative, it uses the best information available.
This book is an authoritative source on ancient Egypt's Queen Nefertiti.
Ceremony. A ceremony is an event that happens on special occasions.
Tom and Amy's marriage ceremony is in June.
Culture. Culture is the music, art, and writings of a certain place or group of people.
Ancient Mexican culture is renowned for its architecture.
Defense. A defense is something that is done to protect another thing.
The Air Force works in defense of its country.
Detail. A detail is a small piece of information.
Jane told Ben all the details of her trip to China.
Diverse. When a group of things is diverse, it is made up of a wide variety of things.
Big cities have diverse populations with people of different races and ages.
Enchant. To enchant someone is to make them feel very interested or happy.
The beautiful woman enchanted everybody in the room.
Equip. To equip someone is to give them the things needed to do something.
Steve was equipped with the tools needed to do the job.
Exception. An exception is someone or something not conforming to a rule.
Most students thought the test was hard, but Tim was the exception.
Genre. A genre is a type of literature, art, or music characterized by its style.
She is considered a master in the comedy genre.
Impact. An impact is the effect someone or something has on another.
My grandmother had a great impact on my life.
Lure. To lure someone is to convince them to do something by using a trick.
The store lures people in with big signs that say sale.
Obstacle. An obstacle is an object or a problem that stops you from doing something.
Climbing over the giant rock was the biggest obstacle for the hikers.
Shelter. A shelter is a place to go that is safe from danger or bad weather.
The frog took shelter from the storm in a nearby cave.
Sort. A sort of something is a type of it.
What sort of instrument do you want to learn to play?
Supply. To supply something means to give people what they need or want.
The water heater supplied the house with warm water.
Vain. If people are vain, they are only concerned with how they look.
Rebecca is so vain that she looks at herself in every mirror.
Alternative. An alternative is something that you can choose instead of your first choice.
Her first plan to make extra money seemed weak, so she chose an alternative.
Avenue. An avenue is a road, often a large one with buildings on each side.
Drive down this avenue and then turn left to go to the park.
Belly. The belly is the stomach of a person or animal.
His belly was full because he ate a lot of food.
Bid. A bid to do something is an attempt to do it.
He made a bid to become the university's next president.
Blow. To blow means to move air or move something through the air, as in the wind.
The wind is blowing very hard today. We should stay inside.
Conflict. A conflict is a fight between different people or groups.
The two nations had a conflict over which one could use the water in the river.
Continent. A continent is one of the 7 large areas of land on the earth.
Asia is the largest continent.
Current. A current is a steady and constant flow of air or water in a river or ocean.
The ocean currents took the ship far off into the sea.
Disrespect. Disrespect is rudeness or a behavior that shows a lack of respect.
He showed disrespect by arguing with his boss during a meeting.
Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is a very strong, good feeling about something.
The crowd showed their enthusiasm for the soccer team by cheering loudly.
Harsh. When something is harsh, it is very unpleasant.
The desert can be a very harsh environment.
Lean. To lean is to bend the body in a particular direction.
The woman leaned against the counter because she was tired.
Meantime. The meantime is the time between two events.
Ted began setting the table. In the meantime, I began preparing the food.
Mischief. Mischief is behavior that is meant to trick or cause trouble for people.
Ben was up to mischief when he persuaded Ken to paint his face.
Muscle. Muscle is a mass of tissue attached to bone that helps you move.
She went to the gym in order to make her muscles stronger.
Rescue. To rescue someone means to remove them from danger.
The firefighter rescued the man from the burning building.
Succession. A succession is a number of things that follow one after the other.
The students said the letters of the alphabet in succession.
Terrain. The terrain is the land and all of its physical features or parts.
The terrain below was rocky and full of hills.
Timid. If someone is timid, they are afraid, shy, or nervous.
The timid child hides behind her mother whenever she sees a stranger.
Violence. Violence is forceful action that is meant to injure or kill people.
The boy hit his brother in an act of violence.
Affect. To affect someone or something is to have an influence over them.
The students' poor attitude affected the other students in the class.
Autograph. An autograph is the written name of a famous person.
Everybody wanted the movie star's autograph.
Bead. A bead is a drop of liquid.
Beads of water collected outside the glass.
Brew. To brew coffee or tea means to pour hot water over it.
Please brew a fresh pot of coffee.
Charm. To charm someone is to please them with your personality.
Gail charmed everyone with her humorous stories.
Destiny. A destiny is all the things that happen or will happen to a person in their life.
It was his destiny to become a great singer.
Horn. A horn is a device that makes a loud noise.
The boy honked his horn while he rode his bicycle past the house.
Irritable. When someone is irritable, they become annoyed or angry very easily.
She is irritable when she doesn't get enough sleep.
Lag. To lag behind is to move slowly behind other moving objects.
The girl on rollerblades lagged behind the little girl on the bicycle.
Maximize. To maximize something means to make it biggest in size or amount.
Businesses try to maximize their profits.
Nightmare. A nightmare is a bad or scary dream.
The girl was scared to go back to sleep because she had a nightmare.
Nutritious. When something is nutritious, it helps the body stay healthy.
Mangoes are one of the most nutritious fruits in the world.
Protein. Protein is a substance that is necessary for the body to grow and be strong.
Fish and beef are good sources of protein.
Signature. A signature is your name that you have written in your own way.
I put my signature at the end of the letter.
stuff. Stuff is a word used to refer to things without mentioning the things by name.
We gave a lot of stuff to the charity.
Subconscious. When something is subconscious, it is done without thinking about it.
Breathing is one of the subconscious things that the body does.
Van. A van is a vehicle that is used for carrying things but is smaller than a truck.
The delivery company uses large vans to deliver packages.
Warn. To warn someone is to make them know of possible danger in the future.
The lifeguard warned people to stay away from the rough ocean.
Workout. A workout is an exercise routine that helps improve health.
She doesn't do her workout on the weekends.
Zoom. To zoom is to move quickly.
The car zoomed along the road.
Brick. A brick is a block of hard clay that is used for building things, such as walls.
There were several bricks scattered on the ground.
Crumble. To crumble means to break or fall apart into small pieces.
The old house's walls crumbled into a pile of rock and wood.
Dough. Dough is a mixture of flour and water that becomes bread when baked.
I made heart-shaped cookies from the dough.
Express. To express a feeling or idea means to show others how one thinks or feels.
The nurse expressed her sympathy for the sick patient.
Fist. A fist is a hand with fingers bent in toward the palm.
The bully made a fist and threatened to hit the small boy.
Flexible. If something is flexible, then it can bend easily without breaking.
The tree branch was so flexible it could be bent into a circle and not break.
Flush. To flush means the face becomes red due to heat, illness, or emotion.
After the long race, the runner's face was flushed.
Injure. To injure someone means to damage a part of their body.
The car crash injured 2 people.
Lump. A lump is a small piece of something that is solid.
The artist took a lump of clay and turned it into a beautiful pot.
Mixture. A mixture is something that is made by mixing other things together.
The walls were built using a mixture of water, rock, and dirt.
Reconcile. To reconcile means to return to a friendly relationship.
After arguing, the 2 friends were reconciled with each other.
Ruin. To ruin something means to harm or damage it greatly.
Our walk in the park was ruined by the sudden rain.
Shatter. To shatter something means to break it suddenly into many tiny pieces.
When the ball hit the window, the glass shattered.
Shutter. Shutters are wooden or metal covers in front of a window.
Mr. Smith closed the shutters every night to make his bedroom dark.
Sift. To sift something means to remove all the large pieces.
The baker sifted the flour into a large bowl.
Slight. If something is slight, then it is small or minor.
There was only a slight change in the little boy's height.
Sparkle. To sparkle means to shine brightly with quick flashes of light.
The stars sparkled in the winter night sky.
Sprinkle. To sprinkle means to scatter something all over something else.
He sprinkled the pasta with salt and black pepper.
Stale. If food is stale, then it is not fresh, but dry, hard, and not good to eat.
The cookies sat on the table so long that they became stale.
Utter. To utter a word or a sound means to say it.
The lost boy was so scared that he could barely utter a single word.
Although. You use although to say that one thing is contrasted by another.
Although she was late, her friends gave her a warm welcome.
Apply. To apply something means to put it on.
She always applies makeup to her face before going outside.
Await. To await something means to wait for it.
The players awaited the judge's decision.
Beloved. When something is beloved, it is very special and you like it very much.
The boy took a nap next to his beloved cat.
Bury. To bury someone or something means to put them in the ground.
They buried their grandfather under his favorite tree after he died.
Climate. A climate is the usual weather in a place.
The climate in the desert is very hot.
Complain. When you complain, you say that you are unhappy about something.
The workers complained that they were being treated unfairly.
Confuse. To confuse someone means to make them feel like they are unsure.
The sign confused the traveler because it pointed in two directions.
Due. When something is due, it is expected to happen or be done at that time.
The papers were due on the 19th.
Entire. When you talk about an entire thing, you are talking about the whole thing.
He was so hungry that he ate the entire pizza by himself.
Establish. To establish something means to create it.
He wanted to establish a club for people to help the earth.
Furnace. A furnace is a place where heat is made.
Mr. Jones came to fix the furnace.
Leash. A leash is a rope or chain that is used to lead an animal.
A lot of dogs must wear a leash to keep them from running away.
Mature. To mature means to grow up to become an adult.
When they matured, they became as tall as their parents.
Measure. To measure something means to find out the quality, value, or effect of it.
The scientists carefully measured the amount of chemicals in the tubes.
Midst. The midst of something is the middle of it.
She was in the midst of cleaning when the telephone rang.
Misery. Misery is extreme suffering.
There was a lot of misery after Sam lost his dog.
Prior. When something happened prior to something else, it happened earlier.
Ron had to wait since he arrived prior to the scheduled meeting time.
Research. Research is close and careful study to discover new things.
Scientists did a lot of research on the subject of blood type.
Variety. A variety of something is a group of many different kinds of it.
There are a variety of flowers at the shop.